they pulled me nearly into like the middle of the fucking arena.
They were very close to you as well.
And then the fans were like, I'm like,
camera was behind you. It was a nice shot. To be fair.
I have never experienced anything like this in my life. I've fought in Rio once and fought twice in Brazil. Mate, I have never experienced this hostility in my life.
Fighting out of the G4 Studios, Scotland, Paul Fairchew Craig, Chris, the bad guy, Bungard, Ross Cooper. Presenting from the street or in the shade, it's time for Leather Podcast.
Yes, we are back in the studio.
Live.
It's obviously a somber experience coming back for Rio. We were so convinced that was going to win.
Have you been sighing about the house?
Aye, it's the
Open the fridge door.
it's the I'll just be sitting and it'll just creep in and it'll just be like, we guy will tap you on the shoulder.
I know.
And it's like, remember you get up to it?
Still here.
And then you'll be sitting,
the world seen it?
you'll be like, you'll be sitting, just mind your own business, and you'll just
Having a
keep
nice
up and
day.
go, hey,
Aye, that's it.
you lost.
You maybe feel good for half an hour.
Aye. And then he'll just drift away into the, like,
He's in the back with a bat. Like the guy who fucking stand by me with a mailbox. He's just ready to remember you.
aye, it just creeps up on you.
Dylan Took came out with a beauty in the gym last night. I had said something about my last fight, and he's like, "You're still going on about that? Shut the fuck up." It's like,
Well, guys, we do a podcast that's called the
Leather.
Leather Podcast, and it is the first time the threes have went back-to-back losses. So
That's fucking hell, mate. It's,
can it happen again?
it's so bad, isn't it?
I'm counting my last one's a win. I've decided I won it.
Fuck up.
I lost to the doctor.
3 different stoppages.
You can't do that.
I lost to the doctor.
See my last one as well. Win. I'm no saying it's a loss. A moral victory for us, eh?
I just tapped it because I didn't want Jordan to be the only one to go beating the night. Know what I mean? That's what I'm saying anyway.
I just got my heat cut.
I was only kidding on. I was knocked out.
It was all part of the game plan. I was going to come back on strong in the third.
But obviously, how you feeling after it, man?
Like body wise, I'm absolutely fine. My foot's a wee bit sore for kicking.
A lot of kicks.
Landed great kicks. We're clearly working.
But that was part of the
game plan. And he was respecting them. There was points where I was lifting him up. I've not watched the fight back. It's tough. It's tough to watch it back, and especially when you know the outcome. But I felt like I said it on the podcast, and I said it in every interview I done. I wasn't going out to Rio with the gimme. We didn't get a gimme in this sport.
Didn't ever.
Fighting guys in the top 15, and sometimes it can be a 50-50. I went out there with the intent of winning, spoke so confidently about putting a stop on this guy, and I believed it. I genuinely believed that I was going to beat him. I genuinely believed that I was going to beat him stand up, and I thought if it goes to the ground, I'd beat him there as well. And that's fucking sport, man.
Well, there can be no doubt that there was no intent for him in any way to engage in anything on the ground.
No.
Like, that was quite clear. Like,
It was clearly standing up, running away. So.
like, he's not doing that. And it was to that point almost like a fucking do not get tangled up in this, I'm away.
Aye.
Quite a clear, rigid push off, get back.
Which is
Great game.
Smart.
If I'm going up against myself, I'm going to do
But
the exact same thing.
if you see guys doing that, that so much confidence in, like, nobody wants to come to the ground with me.
Aye.
So well, obviously he stuck to his game plan well. Let's be honest, but I a lot of kicks for you, man.
I know.
Like a
Mate,
lot.
what about my chin? Like,
Took some shots.
aye.
See, because you're landing the kicks, sometimes you were so close to him. That's when he was landing. So
Because I was
like
putting
one
so
for
much.
one.
I was putting so much
And
power
it's-
into the kicks.
Because
And I
it's
noticed this-
orthodox southpaw.
I could hear the corner saying that he's like his backhand. He's no flinging it.
Oh, mate.
It was getting lower. It was
Aye.
getting lower, man.
And it was like just taking the damage, but then he clipped me, and then it's a case of once the old stanky leg comes in and you start fucking, you're on skates, and then he just boom, and it like when I watched the wee clip of me getting knocked out, my chin is like nearly over my shoulder.
Cause at the level you're at, like the finishes get showed everywhere. Like
Aye.
the wee clips on Twitter, on Instagram. You could be scrolling on just like a homepage and like, oh, there's my face. You know what I mean? It's just
But
like,
that was
and you want to click on it
I know.
today, man.
It's just a weird one. I don't know. Like,
How did you feel? Was there any nerves? Obviously, the weight cut, you smashed it again. Was there any nerves? The arena, you looked all right. You looked comfortable.
I don't
How
know
did
if
you
see
feel?
it. I don't know if you see it as I'm walking out. So they've never done this to me before.
I know the delay with the tape.
No, because he wasn't in yet. He wasn't.
Well,
in
there was that, but what they done was they'd put me. So
You
normally,
were last as well
Aye,
for a Brazilian.
You know, normally they shut the curtains and I'm behind the curtains and I stand there.
Yep.
And then when it's time to go, they open it, the ring light hits you and it's nice and bright. Nah, they've never done that to me this time. They pulled me, and the way the arena was, it's like obviously the tier and you come out in between the crowd. They pulled me nearly into like the middle of the fucking arena,
They were very close to you as well.
and then the fans were like, I'm like,
Camera was behind you. It was a nice shot. To be fair.
I have
Another
never
moment.
experienced anything like this in my life. I've fought in Rio once and fought twice in Brazil. Mate, I have never experienced this hostility in my life. And then seeing we were in the middle of it, oh my fucking God, man. I was like,
You had a good poker face. To be
I
fair.
was like, just fucking zone out, man. Fuck these guys. And it was stuff I'd worked on, like the whole, I can't change the outcome. I can't change the arena. That can't be changed. No matter where you fight, there's nothing you can do about. There's external factors that you can't change. One of them's the fans, one of them's the venue. The only thing you can change is the outcome of what you're going to like do. So like when we're in the octagon, I have a bit more control over myself. The external factors you can't do anything about, but they put me in the middle of it, man, and it was like bombarding me with all this abuse. English, Brazilian,
Oh, they were
didn't
doing it in
matter.
English as well.
You were getting hit with it all. And then Sean was telling me after, he was like, I was giving guys the fingers, because obviously he's young, he's 21, and he's like, guys are hauling abuse at him, he's like, fuck you.
I've done that before behind you.
Well, they're
But
fighting.
like, obviously I can't see it, and then obviously there was an issue with the tape, and then they stopped me again,
I know,
and then
that's-
they're playing my music, and then, it was just, that like, that did not throw me off my stride, but it was
just
fucking
unusual.
horrible. It was horrible. And he had like tape underneath his anklet, and he made him
seen
cut it
that.
They
off.
made them
and
take
then-
the tape off.
Because
aye.
you were walking, I'm like, this gun's not even in the cage yet, man. What's going on here? They
I was
got,
like,
they got to meet him down there or what?
I know, because that's what I was getting to, was he was still out the cage. He wasn't even, he'd not even gone up the steps yet, and you started walking, and I was like, what the fuck's happening here? Anyway,
It was definitely not loved in Brazil. And then there was, as we're leaving, obviously I was wiped out. Like, brain had went, oh, we done? We good, I'm out. Brain had shut down. But they were telling me, Kieran was telling me that a guy gave me a high five as I left the cage and was like talking to me, and then another guy next to him started fighting with him because he gave me a high five because he's like, fuck this guy. So it was like two Brazilians fighting because I gave one Brazilian a high five. But I was out my, I wasn't there. They take you into the back room and then obviously sit you and you're there with your team, and I'm like, no idea what the fuck's going on here.
It's the other side of the sport, isn't it?
Aye, it's straight up concussion, but it's an experience in it. That was like my 19th fight in the UFC. Like, I've been in there and been with the best guys in the world, fighting the top
Constantly.
15 in the middleweight. Like, it's this sport, and I've got people messaging me who like wishing my family to burn in a house and all that. Like,
I don't know.
guys are like, you cost me money. If you're betting on my fight, go fuck yourself, man. You're a fucking loser betting in MMA unless you're betting with McBookie. If you're betting with McBookie, then you're no loser. If you're betting with anybody else, you're a fucking loser. But aye, that's it's this sport.
It's cruel as fuck.
It's so funny though that they try and tell you how to do your job. Like, I don't come to the street corners and tell you what fucking corner they stand on, know what I mean? Or I don't go to McDonald's and tell you when the fucking fries are done. Yeah, you've got to tell me how to fucking win a fight, man.
I know it's
Some of the comments are mental, eh? When you see them sometimes, you just think,
guys just hitting you with abuse.
what is your angle? Like, why are you doing this? What happened to you? Like, why is your life so bad?
But when they see you in person, they want a photo.
Aye.
They want to be a part
Of
of
course,
it.
mate.
Absolute pussies.
It's weird. I've never ever looked at a video or anything on social media and went, I'm going to have to comment on this immediately. And I must let this person know.
See, when I do comment, I know I can back it up. Like, if it's a guy, I'm like, I'm going to say something here because I know if the guy challenged me, I'm like, right, if we want to do something, we can do something. But half of these cunts They don't know their arse for their elbow, know what I mean?
But if you were insulting someone,
Fake.
there would be something
Fake
behind
accounts
it.
as well.
Aye.
They love that.
Oh,
the
aye.
classic fake account.
Aye.
Fucking
Apple user 21344. Aye. You are gay. That's what it's saying.
But I will say one thing though, like, speaking on my behalf, obviously I was a few weeks ago, you're obviously very fresh. I've never been more motivated in my life to get in the gym, get better, and then just put on a performance that you know you can and just improve really. And I think
it's not over.
Aye.
It isn't over, and that's what we're saying.
see when I don't feel like that, I think that's the day that it's like, right, we're done in this sport. But I've never been more motivated in my life, and I can't wait to get back to the grind and just give the people, your fans, that victory, because the next one has always got to be the sweetest one.
See the amount of people that message and they're so supportive. It's beautiful.
Aye.
Like, it's the flip side of any sport where there's the guys, the maybe one or two people that are showing you hate. There's at least another 100 people messaging.
Oh,
man,
it's
and
10
listen,
times.
we appreciate them, and then at your lowest point, these are the things that kind of lift you. Like, listen, messaging you saying, listen, you're inspiration, all this kind of stuff. Like, I genuinely appreciate it, and we do see all the messages, even if we don't get back to you. Like, we appreciate it, and it's just it's just giving you like no what's the word I'm looking for? Obviously, brain damage is setting in, but it's like I can't even think of the word I'm looking for, but it shows that what we're doing is obviously got an impact on people's lives.
Now, maybe need to cut that out in case fucking cunt starts saying he's
CTE.
fucked. He's fucked, man. He's fucked. Man.
We are the people though who
All right, mate, fucking calm down.
I know.
our head above.
We don't say that shit.
Aye.
Here.
What?
Who's Greg? This.
We?
We are the people. You say.
Oh, right, sorry. And that went over my head there. Like, when you're a person who'll put your head above the parapet, you know that you can come in for flack. You know that if this doesn't go my way, I'm in for a lot of shit. But think how many people just never even bother purely because of that. That stops them doing
People
anything.
don't get it though. Like, it literally feels like a death in the family. That's what it feels like. You're sitting there, like, breathing, like you're like.
I like
And it doesn't shift for a long time. No. And for me, you still need to deal with yourself, obviously, but you're happy to deal with yourself. But until you win the next fight, then it's never good. It's never good because you're not only as good as your last fight.
100%.
And but
and then all the people who show you hate are then back on the bandwagon.
aye,
like,
that's it. That was good.
I've always liked
But
him.
you chase greatness, but you'll never be great. Ever, nobody will be great because there's always in MMA. There's always a guy that's better than you. There's always
unless you're Jose Aldo.
Aye, but he's also been knocked out in 14 seconds as well, so
Aye.
it can happen to the best as well. So, it's part of our journey, mate.
And he undoubtedly still thinks of that.
Highlight reel knockout, mate. That's nothing worse when somebody sparks you, because then Baralio's every time they post a
it's gotta
video,
be his
like every
fucking
single time they talk about him in a fight, it's going to be like me just going.
What would you
Yo.
prefer? Like, you're the highlight reel showing you snapping people's arms off?
I was
or
just gonna
being
say-
knocked out?
I know.
I think somebody's limb flap my boot's better. That's more savage.
I agree.
You're in a
But,
couple of big
I
ones, like.
Aye, when you think about it, Johnny Walker, Baralio.
But you're going on the other side of the world
No,
to fight
that's-
these guys in their
aye.
back garden. Like,
Aye.
that's a warrior, mate. That's a savage thing to do. You know what I mean? Top guys in the world for the last decade.
I'm coming to where you live
Mate,
to
I'm
fight you.
proud of you, bro. I'm proud of
know.
you. Always be.
Everybody should be.
And
That's
see
why
women in the next one, we're going to shove it in all their faces, man. And boy, can I gloat.
There's also day to our own 6 fight win streaks. Brendan Allen and
I know.
Barcelona.
Exactly, mate.
Top guys.
Aye.
like you say, there's no gimmies.
There
It's
isn't.
only the best. You
I'm
only
like-
mix it with the best.
We were
eh?
speaking about it. It was like, who would you like next? And I was like,
Anthony Smith.
maybe like a flyweight woman. I'm like, I could definitely win that.
I would like to see you fight Anthony Smith at 205 again. He just won, obviously, there. And I
thought it
don't
looked
know.
good.
I feel like that's a good fight for you. But obviously,
100%, man.
if you want to stay at middleweight, you're sure career.
It's better than he's looked in a while.
my
Anthony
opinion.
Smith.
No, it's a fight that I wanted for a long time. And then speaking about that middleweight as well, making the weight and still being able to perform, like, we're still not 100% sure with this. Like,
You look in great shape, to be
I
fair.
know, like the shape, like I look like the best I've ever been, but you still need to have the.
Do you feel strong?
I do feel
Yeah.
strong and I do feel good, but this is what we're going to have a chat with, like nutritionist Lee, conditioning guy Adam, manager Victoria. We're going to have to sit down and have a discussion. Like, is middleweight the right?
Is it optimal?
Are we at our optimal?
Just go heavyweight, man.
Right, well, we're waiting.
Fine, just go back up, call it Pereira. Take him down, sub his ass, and get ride into the sunset with your cowboy hat.
I know. that's an old one, isn't it?
Game plan.
But aye, like there's all these things, like because then you start worrying, like, am I in the right weight class? Have I made the right decisions? And it's like I feel great in it, but you need sometimes you need somebody to tell you, don't you?
These questions will come in because you're coming off a loss, not me.
I know,
It's
and
very
especially
recent.
what's that? 2 losses. So you go back to back losses, and then you start to try and like, was it this?
But
Was
as,
it this?
as Greg says, the guys are on a tear.
I know.
The last one was in a main event against a guy who's maybe fighting for the title if he wins his next one. So
Probably will be.
I think you're about being a bit hard on yourself. You're mixing it with the best in the world, but
Aye.
you know your own body more than anybody. How do you feel in the gym? How did you feel warming up? How did you feel in the cage? You know what I mean?
Like, see all
These
the
things come into
things.
question.
I felt great. There wasn't a point where I was like, oh, I'm worried about this.
Had the legs tender though? Because my legs are still sore. My fight I was like 3 weeks ago.
My calf, I don't know what I done.
No, your shin for the
My
body
ankle,
kicks?
in
No.
my ankle.
Aye.
I done like a low ankle kick. Bump.
Oh, it was lovely as well.
Bounce.
It was like exactly like just like off the pads, straight out the gym. See when you done it, I was like, oh.
But it still hurts you at the time. Got a couple of stitches in the inside of my
Aye,
legs
what
as
happened
well.
there?
Is he punched me in my tooth, like, because my bottom teeth are in a line, they're on the straight, and it's just burst into my lip.
See if you remember I cut my tongue in the fight, I still can't feel that. Like, I don't know what's going on there.
I bit mine last night. It's serious.
Like, it's numb still, so I don't know if it's done a bit of damage to the nerve or something.
Right now.
Did you have any interaction with him after the fight or that?
No, but the guy said as they were leaving the hotel to go back to their apartment, his team was getting a bit lady, a bit getting it big licks.
Hope they all get robbed.
But aye,
People carry
No,
pulling
I-
up
I-
the A-team van.
I didn't have any altercations with him after it.
He didn't seem like a bad
He
guy,
didn't
man.
seem like a bad guy. He was talking to me in the cage, like, seeing I was landing good shots. He was telling me that was a good one. He was like,
That's for his cell though. That's to push your cell on.
How did you feel on the stool in the round break?
I felt fine.
Aye,
You looked fine.
I felt fine.
Chatting
I was
back to
I
you,
was super focused.
Because the mic went to you rather than him.
Did
For
it?
in between round 1 and 2, you were chatting back with James. James was like, we need made a day kicks. You were like, I didn't bother.
Aye.
And you just seemed fine, eh?
Aye. I wasn't. One of the things that I'd been working on was like, I know I can go. Like, I've got cardio for days. You are never going to out cardio me, regardless of how big you are, how strong you are. Like, I am designed for endurance. I'm designed to put the pedal down and then go and then still have energy. That wasn't the issue. The issue was when you're getting fucking your chin absolutely rang. Because it can only take so much. It's like hitting granite with a sledgehammer. It'll take so much and then it'll just fucking go. And it's like, it's a wrong way to be, just to rely on your chin to take these shots.
After the first round, I thought it was going to go the distance. That's what I thought.
We thought that as well in the corner. We were like, right, you just keep putting this pace on him.
Aye.
And land these shots and you'll wear them down, you'll wear them down. And eventually see that hand's coming down and then you're just going to fucking take his head off.
I thought he was eventually got to go into your guard though. At one point, I thought you maybe just got to lock up the guard behind him, but
I should
just
have
didn't want-
just dropped
he,
that.
He just didn't want it in. He didn't want.
He was super sweaty as well. So see when I had,
course,
see when you go for like that overhook or that body lock, like I had him up against the cage. I remember this. It's just like we things you
I
remember.
looked quite.
And I was like, oh, we are fucking in Paul Craig territory right here. And he just swam in, and I was like, oh, I'm losing this.
You were keeping the centre of the octagon quite well as well. I like that, man. He was like, you were dictating it in the middle, and he was the one on the outside came moving. So
And you listen, we knew it
there
was
were
good.
definitely some positives to take for it.
I thought it was going to cut, like the way it sort of played out in the first round. I was like, this is going to be between your kicking and his boxing.
Right.
That was where that was going to go. And like I
It
said,
was. It's 100% that.
aye.
And it's
And
his boxing one.
after the first round, I thought we're just going to go to
A
see
decision.
who. I thought it would decision out, but obviously didn't go that way. What can you do?
This is side, mate. It's that,
So what you a bit of time off? What you think back in the gym?
I'm away to Vegas next
Get
week.
fat?
Golfing,
You get
eh?
fat?
18.
Golfing.
Away to play golf.
Are you getting fat though?
Oh, aye.
Aye.
Oh, aye.
What you hitting eating wise?
Um,
You had your pizzas yet?
I've not had anything. So last night, I made, what did I make? Oh, I made a wee like fake chicken burger. Like, I had these wee chicken,
Right.
put it on a bagel, just smothered it in hot sauce, man. Because Lee stopped me eating hot sauce like fight week. I love hot sauce, and he couldn't find jalapeno anywhere.
I remember that.
And I was like,
Jalapenos, Lee? No.
aye. So he stops all that shit, man.
So you're away to Vegas for the golf?
I'm waiting
Golf
to Vegas.
gig?
Aye, you might come. A wee doos.
I would love to come.
I've got a wee thing as well. I've got a gala after it as well, so I have to get a wee tuxedo when I'm out there.
Who's that with Tom Brady or not?
Did you see the
roast?
Aye,
The roast of Tom Brady.
Dana White's was kind of cringe on it.
Aye.
And then Schultz came on and fucking slagged Dana
Aye.
White too.
Tony Hinchcliffe was the best.
I've not watched
Easily
it
the
all.
best, man. He just went for everybody.
And so they're weird day roasts, eh?
Aye.
You think?
Kim Kardashian was getting ripped. She was in the front row.
Aye, what was the joke about leaving the kids in the house with the dad?
Aye, it was Brady
She
that
was,
said that one.
aye, she was worried about.
Was he banging her? I think Tom Brady was going with her.
Was it?
Really?
He's a
Was-
good looking fella.
I think Dave Portnoy was like, you can get anybody, man. Like, don't go for the Kardashian. You know what I mean?
Is he a shagger? Is that why his wives keep divorcing him? Or does he
Brady?
just want the money?
I don't know.
Has he been divorced a few
I'm
times?
not an NFL guy. Greg is.
Greg will know. It's been divorced a couple of times, eh?
I'm not actually sure. I don't know about that.
I think so.
He's the goat, isn't he?
They'll do him for the money.
Is,
They'll
is Peyton?
Peyton Manning.
Is he the guy?
I don't know these fags.
Suck
Aye,
Peyton. I
he's a
can't.
Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Is he all right at football? Aye.
Who, Brady?
Aye.
Aye, he's a man.
Aye, I think he could throw
Aye,
the.
even I know that.
I think he could throw the pigskin a bit.
Chuck it about the backyard.
So, guys, if you have been involved in an accident, why not hit up G4 Claims? Who will deal with your whole... Did you like that segue?
Have we not done one? No G4
No, for
no.
G4 Claims. Who will deal with your full claim? Ross, how can we get in contact with these people at G4 Claims?
01698 767 172.
That was obviously the phone number that Ross just started rhyming off the number because he dreams about this number. Or
do.
if you don't have a phone,
Well, you can get them on WhatsApp, which is their most preferred method of communication now.
and please do not send any inappropriate pictures to the females that work in G4 Claims because it's inappropriate.
It's very rude.
And we laugh at them.
And you can also get them on the website or in the link in our description. The
It's a no-brainer, am I right, Ross?
It is.
If you have been involved in a non-fault accident and you're looking for 100% of your claim, you're looking for a courtesy car, your whole claim as well, and you're looking not to deal with any of this hassle, then pass on to G4 Claims. And you're welcome. Ross, that number one more time.
01698 767 172.
The website, please.
Not at faultclaim.com.
Keep it G4 Claims.
Do you have any fights at the weekend? Any other fights? Like, was the boxing on that one? No.
Canelo
There was
Alvarez fought?
Canelo.
Canelo. Aye. When's the Mike Tyson one?
Oh, that's
On
a wee
Netflix?
bit further
Is
away.
it? Is that
Wee bit further away.
June?
Is this on Netflix as well?
It's on the Mike Tyson Jake Paul fight's on Netflix.
And Usyk, Tyson Fury's in a couple of weeks. 18th.
Right.
What's the date today? It's like the 10 days. So a week on Saturday.
This is because they moved it for the cut.
Something.
Is that right? Did they
So
move the fight?
this is
for
what
the
they were saying,
For
but
the what? McCook? Cut.
but what
All right, Fury.
what else is coming out now though is that Tyson Fury wasn't ready on that notice. See, because of the Ngannou fight, he was like, no, kick it back. I need more time. So I don't know.
What were you going to say, Greg?
I was just going to say it's July, the Tyson.
That's a wee while out. And Jose Aldo's on about boxing on that card.
Anyway.
What's the box on
But
it?
then I heard he was looking to go for a title run, old Jose Katongo.
He's fucking good. Jose Katongo, what a player he was. Played for Hearts.
Look great, man. Jose Aldo. on the
Aye.
weekend.
Still got it. But then he has only been beat by the best in the world, hasn't he? And then did he no go...
Went down a week.
I think that was his last fight in his contract.
Aye,
though.
did he... How did the fight with him and Marab go? He took Marab down, didn't he?
I can't remember. It was a while ago.
I'm not sure.
Then we Hector for Coco in the main event. He was done brilliant, man.
It took me a while to...
Aldo won the decision in that fight.
He done
he's
absolutely
in it.
brilliant, man.
He's in it, right?
He's unlucky against Pantoja, isn't he?
There's people thinking he won it.
Aye,
today.
maybe.
A lot of
I heard
people
that.
saying he
It
won
was
it.
definitely a 3-2.
I feel it was a
Sorry,
sweet-
Aldo didn't win that. I read that wrong there. He get beat by decision.
He get beat by decision.
I was going to say, I was like, I don't think he'd beat Marab.
He's obviously wanting the boxing one for the pesos, eh? You can't blame him. What? Is it no pesos in Brazil?
Real.
Is it?
Peso.
The Real.
Chucking money at glass cages. Peso. Peso.
So,
Roger at the American Dance. Peso. Peso. Dance. Right, we
The
go.
Brazilian Real.
there we go. Looks like fucking Monopoly money.
My best ever meal
Worth 16 pence.
that I've ever had was for Brazil when we
What
went
was
to Sao Paulo the first time. And I because I was fighting the following week in Bellator London. I kept getting this salmon with like couscous, and I swear to God, I go to every day. It was the fucking fresh. Everything was beautiful, and I always remember like
That was good.
Aye.
That was good fish. We went to that
Very
sushi place, remember? We went the first time in.
aye,
Brilliant, man.
aye.
Absolutely brilliant. But which hear it? The guy who was serving us was like overly helpful. He was doing my tits in.
Is it coming out when you've got like a mouthful or not? Or
Aye,
that shit?
I hate that.
man.
But, so I had ordered a beer because this was after the fight, and he comes up and pours half the glass in, and then takes my bottle of beer away and then puts it back. And any time I drank like a mouthful, he'd come back over and fill it
Aye,
back up,
that's
stay my
too
tits in, and then he was like,
Give you the tip now just to go away.
but they don't even get a tip. It gets put into his service charge on your bill.
Right.
But then he starts like telling us like how to eat the food. So you want to pick it up like this and don't forget this. And I'm like, get the fuck away from me. Get away from me, you dick.
I'm not in the socialising mood.
And then the same again, we ordered pudding. I think I get like this gingerbread cake thing, and then he's like, take trial bits together.
I would have said fuck off.
And I was like to him, mate, I've been eating for 36 years, I know how to eat. I'm no bad at it. Like, it was just doing my tits in. And then we then have our food. Food was great. There was something like £900 for this meal for all his. So he gets a good service charge, and then the boys leave a couple of real for him, maybe like 200 real.
couple of pesos.
Aye.
Pesos there.
And they hand it to him as we're walking out, right? Kieran turns around and looks at him. This is why it's why he's like, you know, like when you're kind of, you like humps him. So he gets his money. We're walking out. Kieran turns around and you guys listen to the birds. It was just funny.
He's
Like,
so happy with
He's
it.
happy with
aye,
his tip.
so he got a tip plus he got his service charge, man. So it's like the next people that come in there, the next tourists that come in there, he's going to like absolutely fucking. This is how you drink the beer, yeah. You open up the gullet and drink it.
Harass the life.
Brazilians will probably just tell me fuck off.
Aye.
Attack him.
What's this your one? Looks like a fucking Pokemon.
I think it's Ted Baker. It's one of the ones I got like
Geodude or some shit.
got
like that.
two
He's a good one.
Christmases ago.
2 Christmases ago.
Aye.
Just took out the packet.
I'm like, I'll fire this one.
Aye.
What's your first Pokemon you're picking?
Oh, it's Squirtle all day.
Have we spoke with this? Aye.
I said Bellsprout, remember?
Aye. And I was like, get the fuck.
I'm a Squirtle man myself.
Aye, we did speak.
I made a Blastoise.
So, aye.
Birds in high school used to say Bungard fucks hard, but I don't know, man.
Were you looking it up there? Bungard fucks up. You don't want to be looking it up.
There's definitely a few pornos kicking about for back in the day, man.
Aye.
That was a thing back in the day, wasn't it?
Aye, when the phone videos just came
Sony
out.
Ericsson.
They're actually all on Patreon if anybody wants to sign up.
Unsolicited dick pics.
I'm actually new, like I couldn't get away with half of the shit because I'm like,
Cyber flashing
there's fucking Daniel Day-Lewis going at it, not me. I would need to wear a morph suit with the dick.
The green man. So
Green man.
I've got to put gloves on.
we were hitting
Charlie Day, man.
we were hitting pads, me and Kieran, and a combo we've been working with Prim. It's like inside, deliver the over the top elbow bump, and then rip in the body or rip in the knee. So Kieran held the pad to rip in the knee, and then I never hit it. And then the second time I run through it, I do the same thing, you know, when you do the same pad section again, and then a elbow, and then fired in the knee, and he never caught it, and it grazed his pubic bone, ended up with his testicles swelled up, and it was fucking black, and it was like, he was in pain. He's like to me, look at my testy, and it was fucking massive and black. This thing was like scary.
It's the worst.
And he's like, he's trying to find like a hospital, and he's like, I think I need to go and get this seen to, and it was just a wee grace. It wasn't like a proper hit. It was just a touched his sack. He was sending it to his dad and everything.
Yeah, Brazilian wanks, man.
No, he was like when I was milking the weasel, I was scared. And I was like, aye, you don't know what's coming out.
Sean Clancy burst in any minute.
You don't know what's coming out. It could be a wee bloody one. But I took a stray knee to the dong. So sorry, mate. Appreciate you.
I say all the time I'm going to start wearing my ball guard. It's in my gym bag every session and just never wear it. Wear it for fights
I don't
only.
wear them. I don't wear them.
I always wear it, man. Even
in training too.
every session.
So one of the funny stories about Rio. You know, Sean's obviously hilarious when it comes to like the best things. So he doesn't put on sun lotion, and he goes up.
Why?
Because it's one of these things that he watches what he puts in his body, plastics, all this kind of shit, and he's like, listen, it's linked to cancer. So he goes up to this, he goes up to the roof to sunbathe, and he falls asleep,
cancer.
and he comes down, and he's bright red, and I'm like, mate, you all right? And he's like, aye. And as the day went on, it got redder and redder and redder, and to cut a long story short, he was wearing sun lotion behind it.
Third degree
one of the pictures.
Oh, in fact, somebody did put it up. Aye,
He
good
was
catch.
proper roasted, man.
Oh, I've seen some fuckers like when you've been away on holiday when you're younger and stuff with your pals. Somebody's
But,
just
yeah,
sat
you got to
there.
remember he's only 21. Think about the shit we were doing when we were 21.
Aye, getting fucked up by the sun.
Aye.
Mate, 10 years' time, he'll still be doing shit like that, mate. Let's be honest. Let's be honest, man.
His brother got a win at the weekend on
Aye,
BMF.
aye, the boys done all right in BMF. What was it? I think they were 4-4 at higher level for the.
Seen that, aye. Dean got beat, didn't he?
Aye, was that a close one? I think he was fighting
didn't
somebody
see
that's
it.
half decent.
I gave him a message. He was like, "All right, what's happening?" And then he never went into it. So
Aye, Dean's one of these guys who trains like an absolute monster, always in shape.
he's obsessive with
Aye,
it.
and I think he was actually on antibiotics. I don't think he was 100% getting into the fight, but nobody knew until after the fight. It's one of these things where it was like, I was taking antibiotics because I had a bit of a virus. Same again, like see because I take myself to the points of
What's extremes?
2 days before I left to go to Rio, I ended up with like a knee infection, and you could track the infection right the way up to my groin. It was wild. I'll show you the video.
I'd bring one here as well, and during the fight you can see it.
It's
in the
fucking
fight,
fucked
man.
up,
How
innit?
can you?
Aye, but you don't
Doesn't
have
matter.
to like
It
a key
does-
day.
aye.
You can't fucking put a fight on.
Seen the cunts putting bleach on them.
Aye, kills the.
That's
it's
wild,
meant to.
eh?
Aye.
It's the fucking.
Are you going to see Planet of the Apes tomorrow?
Oh mate, I'm
It
so
was out tomorrow?
excited. Comes out tomorrow. Me and the wee man's gone.
That's what I've been watching when I was away. It's so good. Like, it's so good.
Are you
Aye,
the morning?
I
Aye.
booked tomorrow.
Aye.
Would you go for IMAX?
No, I think I'm just in the fort.
Aye, I think I'm going to.
Fort View.
I'm out with Gary Tomskin tomorrow. Maybe even
Was he at the game yesterday?
the Airdrie game.
Aye, last night. Sorry.
He would have been.
It
Aye.
was the playoffs.
The,
I seen he was at Hampden, man.
the daughter was at the
It was
the games last night. She came in at like 11 o'clock last night.
playoffs to get into the Premiership.
I know. It's
I think
wild.
this were good though, man. So it's 2 each for last night, but it's at Mary Hill on Friday. So
Friday. She's going to that as well.
aye, interesting.
Aye.
Their stadium's on it. Part of the Thistles. Mary Hill won it.
Aye,
Fuck Rudy. Rudo.
Rudo, aye.
Fuck Rudo. Fuck Red.
But I'm excited
Rudo.
for the fucking Planet of the Apes. Like I've tried to not even really watch any of the trailers. I watched a wee bit, but I didn't. I just want to go in, not knowing anything.
Just got to go in with my monkey mask on. Sit there,
Spank your monkey.
holding the popcorn, long. Do your thing.
Aye.
Aye, popcorn machines. The gremlins in the front.
I didn't ask for salty popcorn. It was sweet.
Aye, I'm looking forward to that. That's it. I've nothing
You been
else.
watching anything else?
Have you watched Baby Reindeer?
No, I don't think I'm going
Yes.
to watch it.
Right.
So
Who we blaming?
it's so mad after us talking about that I'd actually fucking worked with the two of them.
I know.
The rapist guy
Aye.
and the maw.
What rape?
That was right, bro. See, at one point he's got his fingers up his arse. He's
Right,
like, stop,
that-
stop.
but-
And then,
He
see
never
what-
stopped him.
See
He
what
never
I-
stopped
aye,
him.
see what I don't get, right? So he's been raped, right? He's woke up full of drugs, whatever. He's went in the shower, he's got a sore arse, he's hurt his arse after water. He then chaps the door, the guy's got a towel, right? He's like, come,
And, like,
come here,
cuddles him.
right? Rats him up with a towel. He then goes on to say after it, like, I should have went home there and then, because you've just been raped, but I stayed for an extra couple of days, fed his cat, done all that. I'm like, come on, man. Like, you fucking like that shit, not me. So I do blame him, mate.
Is that a bit fucked up? Is it
Very fucked
Should I
up.
watch it?
Aye, it's good.
Aye, it's a talking point, I
they're
suppose.
6 episodes, but they're only on for half an hour, so you can fucking scud through them, like just like that guy got scudded, man. That guy.
So he keeps.
See when he goes to like the hardcore gays and they're all just fuck him.
Oh, and they just beat him up. Hey, that's it. So like,
It's getting I'm obviously not.
Because he doesn't know if he's gay or straight, so he's like fucking
this
he's
is
testing everything.
this is his angle. So he's going on dates with guys, he's going on dates with birds, and then he's just like meeting up and just.
But he goes to the fringe because he wants to be a stand-up comedian. And like he's playing it in this wee shitty pub with like a wee space in the corner basically, and his act's pish. He's the most unfunniest guy ever, and like he's getting like 2 people in the pub and all that, and he's like waiting for tips and all that. It's mental because you've got all different stories. Then you've got the mad fat bitch who's like a fucking.
You've been
mad,
on her Facebook?
a mad stalker.
Well, I seen somebody writing this, right? See how everybody was trying to track down who the real Martha was? Why the fuck are they not trying to find out who the Darien guy is? Because he's a mad rapist.
Somebody said that they kind of know who it was supposed
fair.
to be. It was like a well-known like fucking
Producer, because that's. So they never tell you if that's true or not, but he makes it. He's the producer of Cottonmouth, isn't it?
Right,
the guy's got a fucking.
Hey, there's,
got a
honestly,
question.
The
there's
guy's
so
got a
much.
hot bod,
There's
mate.
hundreds of shit.
She's got a hot
going on.
black
She's
chick,
nice.
and she's smoking. And
Right, I've got a question.
He's away getting his bumhole fingered.
So this guy tells people this story about him getting raped, and then it's made into a film.
Aye.
And he's the guy.
Wait, why is he telling
He's
people
the real
about his-
guy.
Why is he telling people?
He's the real guy because I think his stand-up's pish and he's made half of it up. That's what I think, man. Because it's got #1 on Netflix. Job done.
Man's got bills.
Aye, job done.
The guy's got mega mental health issues.
He's definitely fucking.
So
added to
the guy that
story.
plays the guy
It's him.
is actually his
It's
story.
him.
Aye.
It's him.
Right, he's clearly a bullshitter there, isn't he?
Who's going to go
Mate.
on Netflix and actually shoot the scene?
The
and get your
funniest
hoops
bit in it.
stretched?
The funniest bit in it. Like, so he works in a bar. Right, so he gives the bird a cup of tea, and then she has a stalker, psycho bird, right? But she keeps stalking him. So he's telling the guys in the bar like, don't let her in, and they grab his phone and just say, do you want to do anal? Do you like anal? And they send it.
fucker.
And he's like, no. So she's like, oh, I've never heard it up the shifter and all that, blah, 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 right? Right, so
She's a fifer.
she shows up to stand up, right? Shows up to stand up after him telling him to get to fuck. And he's actually doing alright, and she just stands up like, he wanted to have anal sex with me, look. Bumhole lover. Like, she starts going around all the crowd, look, that's him. Like, he's like, get her out of here, no, it's so funny, man.
It's a bizarre series, eh?
Aye.
It's pretty strange.
Who's this chick?
That's his girlfriend.
Chick.
At the start, that's his girlfriend. At the start of the series.
So he splits up with her, but still stays with her more for
Aye.
ages.
And then
It's just weird.
she proper looks after him, even after he's been away, like just
Wow.
exposing himself to HIV and a
she's
complete.
And her mum is the cop that Bungie.
Aye, slag my
Worked with.
penis
Oh, aye.
and screw.
She's
Nina
She's nice.
Sonja, she's called. Aye, she's good.
So weird series. I think the guy is looking for sympathy. He'll not find it here because he brought it on himself.
See, he was like, turn the music off, so music's off. It's fucking out there.
So he like just hangs about with this older gay guy, stays at his house for days on
He does
end.
help his show though, doesn't he?
Aye, he helps him write and stuff like that. And so, but they keep like they're smoking heroin, they're taking LSD, they're taking cocaine, they're just doing everything. And this is going on for like weeks and weeks. And he's like going over to his house for days on end.
Goes to do a piss and he's got slivers there. He's done,
Aye.
as if he's woke
And
up
he's,
and
and
he's
he's,
been.
and he's like fully aware this guy's doing this to him.
And he still
He's
goes
up
on.
the
Keeps
whole
going,
the whole
keeps
way flare.
So, aye. So the actual bit where he gets fucking his hoop stretched, he's been hanging about her there for a while.
Aye, he's been feeding the guy's cat. No, he's no why go here, man.
I'd go as far as to say he's led him on.
Aye.
Aye.
And he led the fucking big wifey on as well. He led her on too.
The big wife.
He did.
I think he liked the attention.
He
after
did.
her at one point.
See, really, I think he's the stalker because he's got the fucking wall with the photographs. He's got all the conversations.
Aye, that bit was quite.
He's the
fucked up, man.
stalker, mate. He's the real dangerous one in all
So
this.
see at one party, like every time he's got to work, she's a crow sitting at a bus shelter for days, just like, have a good day, sweetheart. Man, it freaks me out, mate. It makes me uneasy that bit. And it gets to the point she doesn't move for days, and she's like pure, looks like at the clown basically, just sitting there. And it's like, this is no funny anymore. This is fucking ill.
Leave her out there to freeze, mate. It's like, but I think it's him.
Would you bang her?
No, you'd never be rid of her. That's the problem.
If it was just a one and done.
Tell you what though, the woman, she's brilliant in it. She's absolutely class, man.
You fully believed that she was a mental case. Like,
I always
she was
blows
very
my
good.
mind that see when you're like trying to get a role as an actor or an actress for a role. Listen, I've got this big fat fuck who's a nutbag.
Aye.
I think you might be the guy. Well, let me read it.
One thing we've not spoke about, there's a trans chick and all, bro. That's all happening in these 6 episodes.
Terry.
Eh?
Terry.
Aye.
A trans chick.
Trans actress.
Right, who gives a fuck?
Trans person.
She's good in it and all.
So what
But he-
gender is she?
Now is a woman.
She used to be a man.
Yes.
But he goes with her in it. This is another
T-Dog.
thing.
T-Dog, I call her.
Is this
That's not what you were expecting, Paul, was it?
You would
So,
is this a guy?
Yeah, was. It's now a woman.
so,
Can I see a body shot,
so
please?
Ross-
Can I see like a full length?
No bad, by the way.
So Ross, back in the day, right, back in the day, right, back in the day, you're out all weekend, right, you're in whose party,
Oh,
whose
aye.
party, right?
You don't even need to finish,
the,
100%.
the cocaine's flowing, right, the cocaine's flowing, everybody's starting to leave. Is she sucking your dick or no?
Is anybody going to know?
No.
It's easy.
Same,
So
same,
it's-
same, same, bro.
Right.
Same, bro.
I've got questions.
Uh-huh. I think
She's
we're
not
in a-
got a penis, no.
Not now.
Right, but I'm not in. She needs to have the dong. If I'm committing it, if I'm in,
I'm in.
I'm in.
If I'm in. God beer.
I'm not going 50-50.
It's no
It just reminds me of that Scouse Boy meme they posted that video.
Jeffrey. Big
Was
Jeffrey.
it no Dave?
No.
Dave's just blowies loud.
Oh, is that another one? So there was a, you'd all take home Big Jeffrey here. So the guy's got the tie, lady boy.
I mean, look, guy, she's a fine looking
person.
woman.
Person.
No, you can call her a woman.
Okay. I won't argue. I've done this before.
She's a fine looking woman.
Aye. I think she does identify as a woman.
By the way, did you
Can I see a
notice?
picture of him?
That's him there.
No, can I see a picture of him?
Oh, I don't think there is any.
Pre-op.
Pre-op photos.
That'll make it worse for us, man. We don't want to see the pre. Just be happy with the post.
Did you notice I made a mistake with bringing a graphic up on screen? You go like that. Who's that? Who's that slaughter shirt, Matt? And it's meant to be Martha. And I brought up a photo of the wee guy out of Coco. So probably
didn't see it, wee Hector.
I didn't see that.
So apologies, guys. I put the wrong graphic up there.
Or for the podcast.
Aye,
Oh,
on
right,
the
no, I
actual
thought you meant the
video.
other
No,
night.
the video podcast.
No, I didn't see it.
Oh, I must have listened. Aye,
So if you are part of the gay community and you've got sore knees, you've got your covered. Anaconda knee brace.
Too busy wanking?
You're welcome.
There's a shoulder
shoulder
one.
blade.
What about the news, Anaconda? Big deal, eh?
It is
Wow,
indeed.
man.
So we're going to be out there representing some Anaconda, working with the
ADCC.
ADCC. I was going to say ADCC. Nah, it doesn't matter.
ACDC.
ACDC. Thunderstruck. But aye, huge for them. Really, really pleased for looking the team. The guys are obviously working really hard with these products, and it's paying off, because if these were just your standard knee brace, shoulder brace, ankle brace, nobody would be buying them, or nobody would be pushing them the way they're getting pushed. So it shows that it is working.
People don't have to take our word for it. This is the thing. There's so many people using them now. You can go into most gyms. You'll see guys with Anaconda gear. I've been using the shoulder brace now. Last night, perfect. I've had a sore shoulder for fucking ages, and I've not been training without this. And now I wouldn't. And it's tough. Obviously, we're getting older. You're in there with young guys who want to. I was grappling last night with Coonley, 25-year-old, got a fight coming up. He's all in, eh? Fucking, it's hard to keep up with the younger guys when we're getting older. If it wasn't for knee braces, shoulder braces, probably couldn't.
Aye.
Probably couldn't.
Like it's a combat sport. There is definitely going to be a time where you pick up some sort of injury, be it ACL, MCL, and if you're needing the support in the knee, then that's the place to go. It's just there's a massive issue with injuries in our sport, and they've just come up with an idea to like how can we reduce this? How can we reduce the impact on people's joints? How can we capitalise on it, allowing people to get back to training? And the products that they have produced has been amazing.
And the reality is, we're not going to be able to do this sport forever.
No.
Like, the wear and tear, eventually, it's going to get too much. It doesn't matter if it's a knee, a shoulder, an elbow, a wrist. Without this stuff, our time doing it would be cut short. So we can use this stuff. We can get to be in the gym. We can get to be around the guys. We can get to train. We can get to fight. We can get to grapple for so much longer. And like I say, didn't just take our word for it. It's everywhere. People using it all over the place.
I know, and it's the features that come with the knee brace, which are, because it's their flagship, because this is the thing that separates them from everybody else. This is the thing that got them to the dance, and everything else is just added on. The rubberized sleeve, stopping if you slip them down. The gel knee support, just offering that little bit more support. It's got the things at the side to just offer it a little bit more protection, so there's not lateral movement. Not only that, you've got the elastic straps that brings this machine and just tightens it all up. And then knee injuries, thing of the past. Ross, give me the deets.
It's anacondafightwear.co, and you can get any 2 products right now for $59 or any rash guard for $24.99.
What leather code do you use?
At checkout, put in leather 10 for 10% off.
Guys, it makes sense. If you are suffering any injuries, then hit up Anaconda, and we've got your back. Anaconda's got your back. Don't suffer in silence. Keep it Anaconda. Happy.
Easy.
Happy with that.
Sounds about it, aye.
See ADCC. She is there.
Aye.
We competing. We're competing.
You want,
Just jump in.
Why not? Why not?
It's the big leagues, isn't it?
Jump in
It's
for a
huge,
roll and
innit?
dislocate
Like,
your shoulder.
You've got
Vegas is the big leagues, isn't it?
Vegas in the T-Mobile Arena.
Rogan.
This is
Rogan's
huge.
commentating.
Rogan's
Really?
commentating.
Aye.
Interesting.
Not like you couldn't turn up and fucking do a bit
Aye.
if you wanted to. You know what I mean?
Rigged out and just like
Aye.
Turbo Man.
You need to get
Two shoulder pads.
You need to get juiced up, man.
2 shoulder pads, 2 elbow pads, wrist pads, knee pads, anklets. Let's go.
Aye, there'll be some big names at that,
That's
I
it.
would imagine.
Craig Jones is the
That's what
headliner.
jiu-jitsu is all about, isn't it?
Have you
Autism
got
and
the
steroids.
Did you see his one at the weekend, Craig Jones? Best foundation for jiu-jitsu. He doesn't believe it's steroids anymore. He believes it's being gay. So, he's quite funny. I enjoy watching him on social media.
We've
He's
also
good.
got Big Mark McQueen's going out there. So
Oh, I saw this. This is-
representing
Mhm.
Scotland. Marcos Nardini's he's one of Marcos's guy, and
It's mentally
it's huge for Scottish grappling.
going out to the ADCC to Vegas and you see a boy who you shared the changing room with at fucking Woodburn Miners Club in Dalkeith. Mind that on Enzo's show.
Yeah.
So, no, good for him.
He's so big and so powerful.
Big unit.
His brother comes to the higher level and trains, Gav. He's going as well. Great grappler, just great. Like their grappling style, it's great for combat jiu-jitsu, or no combat jiu-jitsu, but like competition jiu-jitsu.
So I believe this is a lineup here.
This is the tournament then. Baby Shark.
66
Ashley Williams,
kgs.
nice.
It says they're invited. Alright, so the guys are invited and then other people have won.
Mm-hmm.
Nicky Ryan.
Cool.
Nicky Ryan is only 70. Ah, right enough, aye.
There's a Gracie name, that's a famous name, isn't it?
Oh, there'll be a few. Or maybe no now.
Plus
No.
99.
Now we're getting there.
We're getting to the big boys. I think Mark will be
Cyborg.
above it.
Gordon Ryan. Mark McQueen.
Oh, he's in the same as...
That
so,
big.
Gordon
Oh,
Ryan's not yet...
And is this to do with the stomach issue again? Seen as some kind of
Nick Rodriguez.
Victor Hugo.
Who's
That's some
who's
name.
this chick?
I don't know, but
Is she going?
you got a bit of...
Mackenzie Dern.
She got your interview sent to her. No, she got tagged
I know,
on
I
your
see that.
video
I know.
because you were taking it for dinner. You fucking idiot.
You fucking idiot. Oh, did somebody tag her, aye?
Sometimes you've got to roll the dice.
Somebody tagged her, like, she's
Aye.
like,
She's
I've
like-
been tagged in this about a million times, but thanks or something like that. I can't remember word for word, but it was funny. I had a chuckle.
I had a chuckle as well, mate. It's all right.
Is that there? Her,
It's a gimmick, Roundup. Character piece.
her cupcake eating ass. Is that one, aye? Joey Diaz. When she missed me.
Aye, so she'll be there as well.
Oh, well.
In the same building, I'm getting closer to you. Oh, I'm just going to hang about outside your bus stop.
Baby reindeer, aye.
Right.
At least the weather will
what
be
about-
alright.
What about my weigh-in?
When
The stair in my weigh-in?
the ceremonial or the official?
the official one,
Aye.
where like literally I could not do anything. My body was like packing in.
What do you mean?
Like, I was standing on the scales and I
Oh,
was
right,
just
aye,
staring
fucking
like a zombie.
Terror Hawk, man.
Were you having a tough time, aye?
No super tough, but it wasn't. It wasn't all.
I thought
fucking-
you just had the serious vessel.
No, mate. I was like just focused right up there and just
I'm here
don't
to
fall off
fucking-
the fucking scales.
Aye, was it that? Was it you feeling that?
Aye. And then after it, I sit down and then Lee's like, right, drink this. So I was to drink my first bottle, so I'd nailed it. And then they come in and they said, listen, Paul, the UFC want you to do the post-weigh-in show, or whatever it's called, you know, the one with DC and that.
We there? Right,
Aye.
But that's it, you
We just talked about this,
man.
aye.
And I'm like, oh, fuck, man. And my mouth's still dry and I'm trying to be very
This has
coherent.
happened to you before, eh?
Aye, done it at London.
Schmo, man.
Aye, that's right. And I was talking like,
Cotton weedy.
so I end up having to nail an extra drink and then go and do this show. And I'm like, please, God, don't be like, because you worry about just sounding like a fucking moron. But I think I was all right.
Well, you're not thinking straight either at that time.
DC's looking at videos of the Brazilian chicks' asses, not is he that?
Was it?
See that? It was, what was it? Just the dancers, Brazilian dancers. And
'Cause
they're
it's
just like
just been-
shaking about with their thongs on.
It's just been Carnival.
DC
eh,
is
like
like,
a
I'm
few
going to
weeks
get
ago.
divorced here and that.
Aye, he went salsa dancing or something, eh? Him and John Annett. You see that? It's quite funny. Paul Felder was good at it.
Aye.
He was
Yeah.
good at dancing.
I do like the guys. They're a good team together. I do like Bisping as well. Mission Bisping.
What else you watching?
Nah, I watched all that Fallout. It was alright.
Was it
I
good?
watched it with a wee
I heard
man.
a lot of people are no happy
Aye.
because it doesn't follow the actual storyline of the.
I don't know, because I didn't know much about the game. But the wee man's been playing the game and he fucking loves it. So that was good enough for me. That's really all I'm alright with. Till another baby reindeer type thing comes along. It takes a bit to fucking drag me in, eh?
I only watched it because you had watched
Aye,
it.
I need something to proper, like, right, what the fuck is going on here? And I need that. Like I say, no Tiger King, eh?
There's no like Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad, Sons of Anarchy, Sopranos.
somebody get
There's nothing like new stuff that are out now. Like you're like, oh, let's fucking watch this. There's none of that shit now.
But those things are very
When was the
original.
last time
eh?
I had like a good 5-6 season series? Can't remember
Well,
now.
we had the True Detective.
Aye, but that's a season every couple of years or something.
A lot of people get heavy into Stranger
It's all
Things.
different as well.
Stranger Things?
Aye, Stranger Things was good.
Has
There's
that
a
not
new
got
one.
another season coming
Aye,
up?
there's a new one
So,
coming out of that. Aye, Stranger Things was good.
Stranger Things is one, I suppose.
Is it one of these ones where you're going to watch it again and again and again? I don't think so.
I think you could do it with like.
Personally, I wouldn't.
No, man.
I think you could do it with Breaking Bad.
Like Breaking
aye.
Bad, Sopranos.
Aye.
Like I watch that at least once every couple of years. Like, fuck.
Or like a Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
It's just didn't catch the same. I don't know.
I definitely wouldn't watch Stranger Things again.
Nah.
I'm enjoying it, but it's not something you let's rewrite that again.
Bandy Brothers is better.
Aye.
Bandy Brothers is a good series.
Have you read the book, guy?
No.
No.
Nah. I've watched a lot of stuff with the actual real guys
Aye.
who you can find a lot of documentaries with the people the characters are based off of, and there's a couple of times they've turned around and went, fucking hang on, you made him look bad there. And that wasn't how it was, eh?
Aye.
Because it was Tom Hanks directed it. And there was one they pulled him up for.
Was it no Spielberg?
Aye.
Was it both of them?
And Hanks, aye. And they pulled up Tom Hanks for one where they attack a town, I think it's called Carentan. And they were like, you've made it look like hectic and chaotic, and it wasn't like that. We were a fucking well organised, everyone knew their job, and you made us look like we were just a bunch of bams all over the place. And they still went with
Is that
Tom
the
Hanks
one where it's like something to do with a tree?
No, that's the one where it's snowing, but it's like a wee village they attack, and then when the Germans are running away, they get up to the fucking windows and they start shooting them as they're trying to escape across the fields and that. And they pulled them up for that and said,
That's not how it was.
well, just you've made it look like we just randomly attacked this village and it was disorganised and we were kind of lucky to get away with it. It wasn't like that. It was a proper, well thought out, well planned, well executed, and it's disrespectful to the guys who were there. So, which is fair.
That
If they
makes
were
sense,
there,
yeah.
aye, they can say that.
I'd watched Inglourious Bastards when I was away.
Very
Did I
good
say
film,
that
eh?
when I was on the?
No.
That's what I
Hugo
watched.
Stiglitz.
Tremendous.
Great film, and you forget all the wee things. Aye,
Grazie.
I'd forgot the thing he was in it.
Grazie.
So good.
Do you know who's in it? Brad Pitt's in it, mate.
He is?
And you know how good an actor Brad Pitt is?
Is he in it?
Do you need to tell me? It's Fassbender's in it,
Aye.
and I forgot Fassbender's in it. Aye,
Tree. What is the right German way of doing it? Tree or tree?
I think it's that in it.
3. What do you do? Do you?
Aye.
I do that.
Aye.
I do 3.
Because I done my
what'd you do if it's-
my wee nephew's free today, and I done it to him. You're free, so I actually did it that way.
But what do you do if it's 4? I do that.
Aye.
So
How
it's
do the
me.
Germans do it?
No, it would be. I would imagine they do 4.
How do you do that? You do it that way? Or do you-
Yeah, the bowling ball.
Aye.
So for people just listening, the guys are just in hand gestures to each other.
Very rude. It's very rude.
Do you go?
Aye.
Do you go butthole? You go butthole?
All day.
Aye.
All day. I can't know. I actually go there first.
Aye.
You go butt first,
It's like, see when
Absolutely.
and vagina's like a wee treat.
Just, it's.
you poke the opposite into a Smartie tube, you poke it in.
I find it's easier to get the turn. Kind of if you go.
The guys are talking about
You
bowling now.
try, you try
I'm for the back. I'm talking for the
pick
back.
up a
eh?
teddy in a
Aye.
fucking arcade game.
So let me get this right.
There's a Pikachu in there somewhere.
You're straight off the bat telling her to all fours it, and I'm going.
I'm a bad person, mate.
You just grab him.
I've got
You just
a lot
grab
of-
him and rip him straight off the bat.
I was. Things happened.
So, Inglorious
When I was
Bastards,
young.
what's the best bit in Inglorious Bastards?
It has to be your man Waltz.
Aye.
Him talking to one
shoot.
more time.
The
One
shoot.
more time.
Oh, right, aye.
And he's like, grazie.
He's just noticed it.
I know, he's so pissed.
How good is the scene when he puts the shoe on her though and just chokes her?
I like the come out the basement scene
Cinderella bit. Christopher Waltz puts her shoe on.
because mind he finds it after they've had like the
Oh,
fight.
high
yes,
heel.
yes. Oh, brilliant. I was
like-
trying to
And
think
just
of that.
says,
What is it? It's like a basement style bar, eh?
Aye.
And it's like come out.
Aye.
And the guys.
Aye.
aye, that's an intense bit, man.
Aye. Because see if you were
they've all got the guns pointed at each other. and
or
that.
we'll just fucking chuck grenades then. What?
Aye.
Like are you coming out or are we coming
But
down?
Brad Pitt is amazing in that.
Oh, do you know who's Greg? You maybe need to look this up. Who was?
I do know.
What I was going to say?
The Bear Jew.
Aye,
Adam Sandler.
aye.
No
what
way.
the fuck? I mean, I was joking. It's serious.
Adam Sandler was going to be the Bear Jew.
As a
and
Jew.
He was. He was
That
actually in a
Jew's
film.
joke.
But thingy, like,
'Cause he
they
was
actually
doing-
wrote it for him.
Because he was doing. Was he not doing?
Uncut James.
No, it was something else.
Oh, I don't know though.
He was doing something. Was that
I want to see Uncut James he was doing.
Funny People? Or
Funny
something?
People, you're right.
He was doing press for that, or like finishing that.
Uncut Gems is a great film, by the way.
And was
Do you
he,
think
he
he
was
is, innit?
Tarantino's first choice?
Aye,
Sandler,
that's who he wrote it for.
How mad is that though?
Do you think Adam Sandler brings or takes anything away from it being in part of it?
No,
Nah.
Does Eli Roth in it? Eli Roth is Bear Jew?
Aye.
He's-
He's good.
he's
He's
the man,
very
aye.
good, man.
He does a
Jew.
lot of horror stuff.
He looks it though. He looks like a fucking big mean
I like
guy.
the-
Aldo the Apache, you must have heard of the Bear Jew.
You know, I like to see where like obviously they burn all the Nazis. That's a good scene, man.
And the
Shoe-
theatre.
Aye,
Aye.
she looks him up.
Oh, the two of them are up there, pop, 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 pop,
Aye,
pop,
aye.
pop, pop, and the place is just burning. Brilliant.
Brilliant bit.
Right, we have to cut here
How?
because we're going to Patreon.
Oh, just before we go, the next film I watched was Zodiac. And if you want to hear me talk about the Zodiac, then check us out on Patreon.
Even if you don't, still check us out. Though.